Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? Once again, it's going down. NFL preview of Show Sho Nuff Divided. SuperShow. They always say you must surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. And I think I've managed to do that on this episode. And again, it's your boy, Willie F. Jr., ShakeBack Media Group, live, loud, and in color. Check it in, baby. It is going down. Once again, we're going to bring the combatants in here in just a second. We've got Greg, we've got Leslie, we've got the mayor, we've got Gigi, and we got the first lady of sports. So let me go back and do that again. We have the madman, we have the Cape Cod girlie, we have the mayor, we have the Gina V, and we have the first lady of sports. And I am just some fool with a microphone that likes to blow a lot of gas. So that is what we're going to do. And we're going to do that here in the next 2.5 seconds. So the countdown begins. 2.5, 2, 1.5, 1, a half. And here we go. Let's go get it. See y'all in a second. Let's go.
Right about now, you're about to be possessed by the sounds.
Yeah, I know what it is. You little suckers get to talking, grabbing, not walking, strapped to the pong of their jaws and smacking, they sleep with the coffins. And they getting greedy like saying, give me all.
Yes, sir. Let's go on and bring everybody in. It is the first lady of, or I should say the second lady of a Show Sho Nuff Divided. It's the Cape Cod girlie, and she's I'm surprised she's not wearing her Billy Forever shirt today, but we're gonna get into that in just a second. Leslie, what's going on?
Oh, just another day, just another wonderful Wednesday because we were pink on
another day. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna sing. All right. Well, I'm a little disappointed in this man's team, and I'm sure he is as well. The Monroe Madman, and you can see who his team is in the background. I'm pretty sure he is upset. We're gonna let him go into his rant. Maybe it just depends on how much gas he got. He's got a lot of gas. He's gonna pass it. There he is, the Monroe Madman, Greg Andrews. What's up, buddy?
What's happening, bro, Willie? It's a sad day in the world of sports as far as this guy's concerned. But the lane train's coming. Is all I can say, baby. I know it's a pro show, but that'll get my college talk in there for a second.
Well, we gonna since that did break today, we're gonna talk about that. And then of course we have the seventh head coaching opportunity, or the seventh head coaching vacancy that was created today by the astounding news coming out of the Pacific Northwest. And that is this next person's division and one of her hated rivals. As you see there, she is sports, laugh, and chill. I like that. Gigi, what's happening?
Hey, Willie, what's up? Hey, guys.
Oh, we just chilling on it. I know you can't wait to get to your 49ers. I put a poll on Twitter about that. I'm gonna bring it up to you here in the next few minutes. All right, and then I don't know what she's doing over there. What is she doing? There she is, Rachel.
I was waiting on you to announce me, and then I was gonna come on camera.
Oh, first lady of sports, Cleveland Browns faithful herself, her team, with the quarterback that drank some booze from the fountain of youth, Joe Flacco. They are doing their thing. We're gonna talk about that as well. And then last but certainly not least, this dude here I have known for over 40 years. And we are still arguing to this day about the Cowboys and the Raiders. It started when I first moved to Louisiana from California, and it ain't stopped. And it ain't ever gonna stop. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in now. He is Gerald Brown. He is the mayor, soon to be. Can I say it, Gerald? Can I say it?
Sure. Say it.
Soon to be governor of Louisiana.
Well, I didn't know you were gonna say that.
I'm about to say, for real? Congratulations.
Hey, well, I work for the state. Can I get a raise?
Yeah.
See,
Wow.
As soon as Willie writes the check.
how am I gonna write the check? I live in Texas.
It's politics, baby.
I'll write you a check, but you might want to hurry up and get to the bank. You might want to hurry up and go there. I mean, like, as soon as the check is written, you better have the app on your phone that you can deposit through your phone. That's how fast you would need to cash that check. But girl, I need to tell you this because
Congratulations, Governor.
Right.
Thank you.
I'm all I don't know what to do. Like
Well,
this or
I may have overstepped my boundary because he hasn't announced anything like that yet. I just play with him like that because I can. But I have no doubt that if he were to decide to run for the governor of Louisiana, he would definitely be a candidate worthy of consideration. Okay, how y'all doing now that we got that out the way?
Good.
I didn't know we was going to
sit here with a bye.
I didn't know we were going to spend about 3.5 minutes talking Louisiana politics, but hey, you know what? That's just kind of what happens when we get together like this. Okay, so we got a lot to get into. So let me just go ahead and bring up the table. And the table, of course, is the table of contents. And 7 head coaching positions are now open. And Gigi, let's start with you because the latest one comes from your division with the Seattle Seahawks. And 7,306-year-old Pete Carroll and the Seattle Seahawks have now decided to part ways. How much of a surprise is this?
I was completely shocked. I did hear that he is going to be staying in the building. But then I started hearing rumors after that he might still want to be a head coach. Who knows if it's going to be for college or stay in the NFL, but yeah, I was just glad that I don't have to see him chomping on that gum, excessively. Every time we play him, like, twice a season, in our division, but yeah, that was quite a shock. I mean, I even quote tweeted WTF, which I almost said it. I almost spelled it out. I remembered, but yeah, it was a shock for sure. Because even thinking back, when Russ was on the team, there were some things, going back and forth in 49ers Twitter of who was the problem. Was it Russell Wilson or was it, Pete Carroll? Like, for after the, sort of downfall of the team. And then I thought, okay, it must be Russell Wilson because of what was going on at the Broncos, right? And then, and now I'm not saying that Pete Carroll's the problem, because he is a really good coach. But, I'm just surprised that, he didn't get fired, right? He just is no longer the head coach. So I don't know what to make of that.
That sounds like fire to me. I'm fired. I'll be right back. Okay. Excuse me, Rachel.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Rachel. I know you don't really care about the NFC too much. But I do want to ask you this, and it's regarding one of these guys that are out there. You have you still have Vrabel, who got let go from Tennessee in a little bit of a surprise. And I know people in Cleveland have been screaming for Stefanski's head. Number one, is that still the case?
No, they're not. Simply because he's taken 4 quarterbacks and 5 at this point this season and made it to the playoffs. So nobody's screaming for him right now. Obviously, he's a candidate for Coach of the Year, and he probably will receive an extension. I'm still not a fan due to his situational play calling, but my feelings don't matter. So he'll probably receive an extension.
All feelings matter. Well, be that as it may, I mean, I think that we'll get to that in just a second. All right. Let's see who else is out there. Arthur Smith. Which brings me to something I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. He's out there. Ron Rivera is out there. Arthur Smith, as we stated, the opening in Los Angeles with the Chargers. Let the Jim Harbaugh talk continue. Oh, by the way, congratulations to those Wolverines for the absolutely destroying the Washington Huskies this past Monday in the Natty down in H-Town. And oh, by the way, Marcus Woods, who was the white hat, the lead referee in that game. Yeah, I went to college with his wife, and he's coming on the show next week or week after. That's gonna be fun. And then in Carolina, I don't know what the heck is going on in Carolina. Nobody wants to coach that team. Man. So let me ask you guys this. It was one question for everybody. Out of Arthur Smith, Ron Rivera, Mike Vrabel, Gerald, and Pete Carroll, which one of these four do we feel will be the first to land a job somewhere?
Out of those, I would say Mike Vrabel should get a job.
Mike Vrabel.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah,
I think Mike
Vrabel.
kind of got a
He's
raw
got winning
deal.
seasons, you know.
If you leave Tannehill as your quarterback, I mean, they knew he wasn't the guy. They drafted Malik Willis. They drafted Levis this year, so they knew he wasn't the guy. And then you trade away A.J. Brown a couple of years ago and don't really replace that. So it really didn't help him out all that much from a GM front office perspective. So I think he's a good coach.
Rachel, out of those four?
Out of those four, I believe Mike Vrabel, and a lot of people at Ohio State are clamoring for him to come coach the Buckeyes. But I feel like he'll probably stay in the NFL. And I don't appreciate you giving a shout out to the Wolverines. I'm just gonna say
I don't care what you appreciate. This is my show.
Whoa.
And you know what?
Whoa.
It's so ironic that after Michigan wins the national championship, I didn't get a link, outline, or nothing for her in the huddle this past Monday.
What was a terrible show yesterday? We were sad.
Okay, like I said, it's so ironic that happened, or in this case, didn't happen. And oh, by the way, y'all, for y'all that don't know, Rachel is a graduate of The Ohio State University.
I would expect if she's a Browns fan, yeah.
Well, some people might.
There's a huge rivalry between Michigan and The Ohio State, of course.
Well,
I have some friends who are fans of The Ohio State.
Man,
so I get it.
I'm taking off the "the." Okay.
That's wrong.
Yeah,
that's
Leslie,
just wrong.
Leslie, out of these four guys, who do we believe will be the first to land a new gig?
Mike Vrabel. Yeah, I mean, he had winning seasons, so the rest of them really can't say that.
Yeah, Arthur Smith, no. Ron Rivera, heck no. Pete Carroll, I think his age has something to do with it. Okay, who did I leave? Did I leave out? Oh, Greg. Welcome back. Welcome back, Greg. You dropped out there for a second, or are you frozen right now? He is frozen.
I don't know what's going on. I'm guessing. You know, I'm here now. I'm thinking Mike Vrabel. Am I?
Yeah. I mean, Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel is going to take Bill Belichick's
I'm thinking Mike
place
Vrabel.
in New England. Yes.
Yeah, he's the best bet, I think.
I'm messing with Leslie, y'all. She's a Patriots fan.
Well, don't be surprised.
He's not leaving.
Yeah, she is stood on the top of the steeple on the highest church in the land, screaming that he's not leaving. As a matter of fact, I forgot to put the photo up, but maybe I can get to it. All right, let's move on. I got a game that we're going to play. It's called Fill in the Blank. I'm going to ask y'all a question, and you simply have to fill in the blank. And I will tell you, because I am the ruling king of the show, and all authority has been granted to me. I will be the one to dictate or to advise on whether or not you have the right answer or you have the wrong answer. So let's go. Let's start there in the lower right-hand corner. Rachel Hill. Okay. or fill in the blank. Blank is the quarterback that is under the most pressure in this year's postseason. How long we been doing this? How long we been doing it?
Okay, for a while. That was a mistake. All the quarterbacks. Okay, I know you gave it to us beforehand. I would say Lamar has the most amount of pressure on him.
Yeah, likely gonna win the MVP. Number 1 seed, home field throughout the AFC. Best team he's had, the best team he's had, or the best supporting cast that he's had since he's been in the league. I tend to agree with that, and I see some people shaking their head. I think Gerald is shaking his head.
Go ahead, Gerald. Also that his playoff performances have not been the best as well. So, they pretty much demolished everybody. The Browns were the only team to beat the, number 1 seeds in both divisions. I'm just going to throw that in there. But he hasn't played that well in the playoffs. So I think it's an opportunity for him to have redemption.
Gerald, blank is the quarterback under the most pressure in this year's postseason.
I'll go with Dak Prescott. He plays for the Cowboys, so we're always going to be on prime time. And then, but for the same reasons as Lamar, he's got a good team, and he hasn't played the best in the playoffs in the games that he's played. So all eyes are going to be on him. If Dallas wins, it's going to be because he plays well. So I think there's a lot of pressure on him.
And if he loses, it's going to be because he sucked. All right, Greg. Blank has the most, blank is the quarterback with the most pressure on him in this year's postseason. And don't you say Trevor Lawrence. He ain't playing. I think he's about to cry. He's going to cry in the car. Greg, are you frozen again?
I'm going to say, I'm about to agree with Mr. Gerald. I think Dak Prescott. No. The Cowboys have got to get over that hump sooner or later, and he's got all the eyes on him, I believe.
Over my dead body.
With Gerald, I think it's got to be Dak.
Later, way later, like after I'm dead and gone later. All right, Leslie, the quarterback that has the most pressure on him. How long we been doing this? Because you just talking and ain't nothing coming out. You're muted, lady.
Happens when you mute yourself, like the pandemic, and everybody forgets they're on mute. Dak Prescott.
Wow. Okay. Gigi.
I'm gonna have to agree with Lamar Jackson because standard is like MVP. He's gonna win, rightfully so. If you're kind of expected to win the Super Bowl, right? And he has, well, not him, but like the Ravens have, kind of blew their chances, not getting far enough, to the AFC Championship in previous years. So they have high expectations. And so I think, the Cauboys. I'm just not worried about how far they're going to go. And Dak, let's just face facts. I just don't see, how the pressure should be put on them because to me, they're just not, I don't even give a shit. Excuse me. I just don't give a care. So I'm going to go with Lamar because they should make it far, given that the Eagles have really crapped on themselves.
Yes, they have shitted on themselves. I'll say it for you.
I fully expect Lamar to keep proving who he is and go as far as the AFC Championship game.
Did you say just then about proving who he is or what we thought he is?
He will continue to prove who he is.
I have a voice from heaven, and he kind of sounds a little bit like this.
Now,
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. We left out the
He is who we thought he is. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
Rest
I hate
in
when I
peace.
get those. I know. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Jimmy Green.
Playoffs, just like Jim Mora. Playoffs. I use all those too. Like we love using that shit. Excuse me. Well, I can't talk without cussing. I am sorry.
This ain't the FCC, but I appreciate your effort. Now, I got one more question, fill in the blank. And I want to know, blank is the lowest seed that has the best chance to advance to the divisional round. Now, this could be kind of considered a trick question or a trick statement, or somebody's tricking it off, or a trick bag, or trick daddy for that matter. But yeah, Leslie, blank will be the lowest seeded team that has the best chance to go to the divisional round. Who's your blank? Oh, excuse me. Waiting.
I know. Oh, I'll just say Browns. I'll just go with the Browns.
Okay, keep going. Let's go. Who's up in the right-hand corner?
Gina.
That would be Gigi. Go ahead, Gigi. Who is, or blank is the lowest seeded team that has the best chance to advance to the divisional round?
Who else is in play? Not the Steelers. Can't go with Mason Rudolph. Although stranger things have happened with the Steelers, but
yeah, the fact that they're here is strange.
I mean, you can't count out. No, can you pick it? Mike Tomlin. You know, I mean, he is a Hall of Fame coach, but who else is low seed?
You have Miami, you have Cleveland, you have Green Bay.
Miami.
Yeah,
Who's seeded fifth?
They're seated fifth. Yeah, but they play the 4 seed in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 2 degrees in Kansas City. No, I'm sorry, -5. Okay, Gina, we're gonna come back to you. We're gonna come back to you. Look,
Miami's kind of fraudulent.
Kind of.
I'll go with the Browns.
And that's the reason why.
What the hell? Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Gina, I like you. I
have a couple of Browns fan friends too, so I'm gonna Rachel. You're in that group now.
Whatever.
I have
Greg,
two friends that are Browns fans, and you know what? I low key love the Browns. Let's go,
Greg.
I'm gonna go with the Los Angeles Rams.
They play at Detroit in the homecoming bowl between Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff. That the Rams have been playing some very good football. I think they just beat somebody's team on this. Not only
Stafford, Stafford's
they,
good. They got a good coach. I mean, the Lions are going to be a tough test. If they get past the Lions, look out.
The 49ers did everything in the world that they could to keep Puka Nacua from getting that rookie receiving record. I mean, I think they even
Don't get me started on that.
I think they had Ronnie Lott on the field at some point trying to cover that guy. So, all right, Gerald. So
they were playing our practice squad.
Whatever. You don't get to make excuses for them. Hey,
excuse
here. Look who's
here. You know how many people? You know who was playing us?
Wait a minute. It's the second star of the show. Brian Roberts has chimed in.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sorry. Fashionably late. My bad.
Oh, it's all good. So we're talking about the lower seeded teams that we think, or the lowest seeded team, or the blank will be the lowest seeded team that we think has the best chance to advance. Gerald, you up next, sir.
I agree with Greg. I think it's the Rams. Sean McVay is probably the best coach in the league. And so I think he's going to outcoach Detroit. They're going to go for every fourth down and fake 2 or 3 punts and probably take the game away from themselves.
Gina didn't like that answer. All right, Rachel. I know you're probably going to say the Browns because you have to. How long we been doing this?
My unmute would not work. I am going to say the Browns. You are correct. But you never
Okay.
know what I'm thinking when I'm thinking low seeds, I'm thinking, like Pittsburgh or Green Bay or something like that. I'm not really thinking the Browns in that seeding because they're seeded 5th.
Right.
So, I'm going to go with the Browns, but I don't know about, Pittsburgh, even though they haven't been the best team all season, they just continue to win somehow. So I see them possibly going into Buffalo and maybe being able to do something.
Yeah, they're going to do something all right. I don't want to count out Tomlin either, but Mason Rudolph against Josh Allen, I don't know about that one, player.
Stranger
All right.
things have happened.
All right. Did I get everybody? Except for Brian.
I got you. You heard it here. Green Bay is beating Dallas. Just saying. Until Dallas can prove that they can get out of the first.
I can dig it.
Until they can prove that they can get out of the first round, it's Green Bay all day.
Oh, by the way,
go Pack, go.
Oh, by the way,
That's right.
Gerald is a Cowboys fan. Yeah, I think if I didn't, I said that in the beginning.
Well,
and you know what?
Look, they can show me they can get out of the first round. I might take them in the next round. You never know. They gotta prove to me that they can get out of the first round.
I think I can agree with that statement because the Green Bay Packers, Gerald, please look at me when I'm talking to you, sir.
They got out of the first round last year, though, right?
Look at me when I talk to you. I'm gonna tell you, like Stephen A. said, put Gerald up on the screen. This is the problem that Cowboys.
Yeah, we beat them in the divisional.
Yeah. Okay. This is the problem that the Cowboys and Cowboys Nation should be thinking about. Green Bay does something on offense very well that the Cowboys cannot do very well on defense. That is run the ball. They have a power back in AJ Dillon. They got this, and the last time they played, Aaron Jones ate them up. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but what I'm saying is that I can see it happen. I actually believe that. I think it's the Browns. I mean, I'm pulling for Houston because of D'Amico and you know what? CJ Stroud did go to Ohio State University, so I may not be pulling for them at all. Okay. Yeah, I said it. Rachel, I said it.
This time I'm not pulling for him either.
Yeah, I got a question though. How is it that Ohio State can have Chris Olave, CJ Stroud, Justin Fields, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Marvin Harrison Jr., and never win a national championship? How is that even possible?
Because they didn't want us to
Olave twice.
Because what, Rachel?
They didn't want us to win a national championship. They should have called targeting in the Georgia game, and Ohio State would have won that game. And then I forgot against Clemson, there was it was a questionable call in the Clemson game that would have turned the tide as well. So unfortunately, there's an SEC bias, and they want the SEC to get to become national champions, just like they stuck Alabama in there thinking.
I gotta stop you. I gotta stop. No,
you asked me a question.
We not doing that. We're not doing that because that's gonna get us all off the rails. And I hear what you're saying, but I vehemently disagree because it wasn't just that one game when Ohio State had all those players. So you're talking about one game. I'm talking about over a series of stuff, but we're not gonna go there.
Well, Ryan Day is the main factor. So fire Ryan Day.
Okay. All right. Well, I actually have another guest voice that will explain why Ohio State has not been able to do that. And he sounds a little bit like this.
Absolutely, undoubtedly, unquestionably, 100% completely suck.
That's the reason why. I said it, and The Rock said it too. Look at Rachel's face. Okay, enough humor. Let's get to the next part of the show because y'all know time will get away from us. And we already 30 minutes in. I still got like 3 more topics to get to. The next set of questions or the next set of questions or statements or whatever, we're going to call this Playoff Jeopardy. I will give the answer, and you have to put your response in the form of a question. And again, I am the ruling freaking power. So whatever I say the correct answer is what it is. So this is the first time that we've done this. Well, really the second time, but here we go. Y'all ready? And there ain't no daily doubles, and I'm not giving no $500 or none of that stuff for the right answer. So let's just go. All right. Who on this show hates Kansas City like I do? Rachel and Leslie and Brian and Greg. Okay. So the whole damn show hates Kansas City Chiefs like I do. Well, let me correct.
They beat us in the Super Bowl.
None of y'all can hate the Chiefs as much as I do. It's impossible.
I know the Raiders do.
No. You cannot hate the Chiefs. No, you cannot. No. Okay. Gerald, step up to the microphone, sir.
Yes, sir.
This wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs will not see the field in the playoffs at all. Phrase your answer in the form of a question.
Who is Kadarius Toney?
Ding! Ding, 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 ding. That boy knows football, man. I'm telling you. All right, Greg. In order for this person, or if this person shows up to the game, let me read it this way. In order for this team to win their first round game, this individual better show up at the contest.
Who is Jalen Hurts?
Try again. Somebody else try again. Leslie, try again.
You're not going to like my answer, though.
How do you know what I'm going to like?
Who is Patrick Mahomes?
That's wrong, too. Brian.
Well, it's a matter of opinion, I think, there, Willie.
I think so.
Go ahead, Brian.
What was the question again?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
For this team to win, this individual better show up at the game.
Baker Mayfield.
Who?
Baker Mayfield.
That's wrong too.
Can I answer again?
No, you can't. Oh, who said that? Greg? No, you can answer again. I got to give other people a chance.
Who is Dak Prescott?
No, that ain't right either. That's not it either. Rachel.
Yes, sir. I'm thinking. Well,
Let me give y'all a lifeline, even though that's a different game show.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily.
I got it.
Excuse me.
I got it.
Hold on, Gina. It's not necessarily a player.
Oh man, I know the answer to this. Golly, give it to Leslie. Leslie knows the answer.
No, she already answered.
She knows the answer.
I want Rachel to try.
You said it's not necessarily a player.
It's not necessarily a player. Actually, it's not a player.
It's a coach.
Oh,
She's
I'm
not
not
the problem.
I'm not. Hey,
Not her.
hey.
It's gonna be a cruel summer if you don't answer.
The coach for Dallas. What's his name again?
You're wrong. I don't care who it is. It could be Coach Landry. That's not the right answer. Okay, who was ready to blurt out the answer other than Leslie? Gigi?
me? What you said? It, no, you said it wasn't a player. So now I don't got nothing now.
All right, Brian.
You know it's T Swift. It's Taylor Swift. Swifty.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my God! I thought we were going to be adults and get past the whole Swifty nonsense.
Yeah, I had a real answer.
Taylor.
I had a real answer.
He had to do it, unfortunately.
It's a football show. Let's not talk about.
So
Taylor Swift.
disappointed
You're gonna
in
make
you,
me pour another
Willie.
freaking drink,
I
Willie.
thought you said the humor was over with.
Right?
It is. Y'all didn't think that was funny, so it is over with. I stuck to my word. What you got? What you got,
Wah,
Gigi?
wah.
I like it.
I had who is Patrick Mahomes? Because if he don't show up, where's the team?
I said that, and he said no.
Yeah. And y'all said it was a matter of opinion, but you forgot the rule. The rule is I am the ruling freaking authority. All right, let's move on.
Sorry,
Last one.
Leslie. I must have been like doing something. We have to order
No,
DoorDash.
it's fine. I mean,
I didn't eat dinner yet.
Patty Mahomes would be my answer for pretty much anything bad on the show. Just Patty Mahomes.
That's why we are a Show Sho Nuff Divided. All right, last one.
My son came in and was like, "What are we doing for dinner?"
If this team gets a win in the wild card round, it will be the most shocking upset in the last 15 years. Greg.
I'm looking into the wild card games. I was drawing a blank for a minute. I'm gonna have to go with Houston.
No cheating.
Wow.
Simply because nobody expected them to be where they are.
Well, they're here.
And
they're
Jacksonville
making noise.
freaking gave them the division, let's be honest. But that's a whole other topic.
Well, whatever. But to your point, that
CJ
answer,
Stroud, rookie quarterback, rookie head coach. And look, I love D'Amico Ryans. Love him. I think he's a great coach, but he's a first-year coach. We'll see.
be that as the may, your answer is incorrect.
Oh,
Gerald,
Lord have mercy.
Gerald, if this team gets a win in the wild card round, it would be the most shocking victory in the last 15 years.
Even though they're coached by my frat brother, Mike Tomlin, I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
That would be the right. That would be well. You didn't phrase it in the form of a question, so you didn't get it right. Don't you remember this?
You're not giving me any money either. So.
Oh, so you're gonna be that dude. You're gonna be that dude, huh?
And you're not nearly as cool as Alex Trebek either.
He
Well,
has
I
to
don't
be
wanna
that dude.
I don't want to be him. He's not here no more.
Shots fired.
Yeah. Okay. Now, this is something I've added to. Y'all don't know anything about this. It wasn't on the outline. But I have this thing that I do in all of the shows. And it's a segment that's called "Did You See That?" So what it is that I have a video. Actually, it's a couple of videos that I am going to put on the screen. And people in the chat, shout out to people in the chat, and we're gonna get to all y'all's comments before it's all said and done. Trust me. But this is the part of the show where I ask the question.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay, here is the video, or video A, or video 1, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, here we go.
To not be successful, and as we watch this touchdown.
Oh man, that's Williams with his first touchdown of the season, and that's the rivalry, right? It looked like a knee. Oh, and Arthur Smith's hot. That Dennis Allen scored a touchdown at the end. He is hot. He said, "What are you doing?" And he's going at Dennis Allen.
I understand that.
You can read his lips, and you know. And I think he's got it right, by the way, to do that.
Let's start with Gigi. Gigi, was the Saints out of line for doing that to the Falcons?
I mean, no, I mean, they're big time rivals of each other. It's kind of like what the Rams did to us, just got to stick it to us. Ooh, we haven't, won a regular season game against the Niners, so we really want to win this one against their practice squad. Fine, you get a win, big deal. I mean, Arthur Smith knew he was on his way out anyway.
That part.
Might as well go down, burn the building while you're at it. He just looks like a sore loser.
Mm-hmm. Rachel,
Falcons fans didn't even like him.
Rachel, were the Saints out of line for doing that?
I think so, yes. They're just, the unwritten rules of football, and that's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they defied their coach, too.
Yeah. Brian.
What she said.
Hey, I'm all for, sportsmanship and stuff, but these are grown men, and they get paid to stop people. They get paid to stop them, and if they can't stop them, then, oh, well, So it is what it is at this point. I mean, they did it, Who cares if it was right or wrong? Grown-ass men are making millions of dollars. They need to stop them.
Greg.
Well, look, while I normally always agree with what Brian says, I'll say this. And he's right. He's partially right. They are paid to stop him. But when you line up in the victory formation and then turn around and hand it off real quick and nobody's expecting that, I don't care, because I kind of like the Saints. It is they did stick it to him. I'm upset about it, but the point is, Dennis Allen, who should be fired yesterday, has said he called victory formation, and Jameis took it upon himself to call the running play. That I have an issue with. At the end of the day, your coach is your coach. You do what the coach says, and Jameis didn't do that. Now, it is the Falcons, and I think we all saw oh Lord, the tight end brought a bunch. Jimmy Graham's comments about F the Falcons. I like it. I like the intensity. I like the rivalry, but I'd have taken a knee right there. But that's just me. Mm-hmm. Or if you're going to run a running play, get in formation and run a running play and make them stop it. Give them a chance to stop it. Mm-hmm. And I don't think they did. But it is the Falcons, and who really likes the Falcons anyway?
Good point. G. Did the Saints take it too far?
I already answered.
No, I mean Gerald. You're GG.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah, I think they did take it too far. But by the same token, I think Dennis Allen should have been fired at the press conference. Once you lose the team, you lost the team. He lost the locker room. I mean, if they're gonna call their own plays. I mean, Jameis, if the backup quarterback is gonna call his own plays, come on, man. But yeah, I think you got to think about the fact that these two teams, they play each other twice a year, and there's going to be a time when you're on the other end of the coin, and you don't want it stuck to you when that time comes.
Right. All right, Leslie. Did the Saints take it too far? She's a Patriots fan, so she'll probably say no, they didn't.
I really don't. I agree with Ryan on this. Like, it's a game. You have to be prepared to stop them if you want to stop them. And if you don't, you don't. On the other side of that, I agree that, you've lost the team and you're the coach. that's just a bad sign all around. But as we all know, I'm a huge fan if you have to listen to your coach. That's why Mac Jones was in.
That wouldn't happen in New England. Belichick calls victory formation is victory formation.
It's victory.
Well,
that's just fact.
Truth be told, I mean, they only got into the victory formation maybe one time this year because they were absolutely. Oh, my bad.
Oh, look, that's uncalled for. That's a low blow. There's no need in all that. Holy cow.
Oh.
I mean, look, I'm telling you, man, they got it. As a matter of fact, what? Let's see. How many wins do they have? 4?
Oh, that was a good one.
6.
One game they won on a punt return. So, yeah.
I don't care what happened this season.
Undoubtedly, unquestionably, 100% completely suck.
Here's my take on it, guys. I look at it like this. There's twofold. Number one, when you have rivals like that, yeah, you're going to try to do everything you can to bury their face in it. That's what me as a Raider fan would want the Raiders to do to the Chiefs. And then when I think of it from a baseball standpoint, when you have a hitter at the dish and the team is already up by 9 runs and, you know, they swing for the fences in the bottom of the 8th. And then the next time you see that team, somebody's going to get nailed. I don't know how it's going to work in football because I don't think I've ever seen this before, but it's twofold for me. And I don't like the fact that Jameis Winston, I mean, it ain't like it was Drew Brees out there saying, yo, we going to run this play instead of that play. F the coach. I mean, it's Jameis Winston, dude. You might not even be playing there next year. So that's my take on it.
He's definitely not playing next year.
Yeah. Well, and Dennis Allen is coming back. It's already been announced. So,
and look, that's the worst, Travis. All the coaches that got fired, I don't. Arthur Smith maybe deserved it, but by God, why is Dennis Allen still employed?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, the 7 of us could put a staff together better than that clown has. He's worthless. Maybe. He coached he was a Raider coach. No. You know this.
Yeah, he sucks.
Arthur Smith for sure, but definitely Dennis Allen. Like
oh my God,
I just definitely don't understand why he's still there. Yeah,
Mike Vrabel was in the conference title game 4 years ago, and he got fired. Dennis Allen couldn't beat Washita, and he keeps the job. I don't get it. That's a Louisiana joke. Sorry, Gerald and Willie get it, but that's probably about the only one that get it.
That's the high school we went to. Anyway, and we were pretty good back in the day.
Well, we were back in the day.
Let's move on. And then speaking of moving on, who's moving on? Baltimore. We're gonna start in the AFC. Baltimore has the first round bye. Lamar Jackson, they just up there chilling in the Inner Harbor. Has anybody in here been to Baltimore before?
This guy.
Pretty cool.
Cool town.
Yeah, pretty cool city. So they get the first round bye, and the second matchup that I have listed has Pittsburgh going up the 90 freeway to Buffalo. Who's going to win this game? Rachel?
Buffalo is going to win the game.
Gerald?
Bills.
Brian?
Yeah, it's gonna be the Bills.
Brian making cameos over there.
Hey,
Greg?
It's got to be the Bills.
Leslie? She's gonna say the
Bills.
Patriots.
It's gonna be the Bills.
Okay.
It's gonna be Josh Allen.
Gigi?
Yeah, I'm going Bills.
I will say
because
the Bills
of the fraudsters. Yeah,
I will say the Bills as well. Okay, Miami. The fish will be out of the water because it's going to be -5 degrees at kickoff at Arrowhead Stadium. Miami, Kansas City. Rachel.
Miami versus Kansas City. I'm going to say, unfortunately, as much as I hate them, Kansas City, they've already beat Miami this year, 21-14. So I foresee them having another victory for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs. Well, we can't really say the Kansas City Chiefs with Leslie on in the studio. You know, they had us talking about balls for a long time. People been playing with balls. We had many discussions about people playing with balls for a long time.
Wait. I thought this was a family show. Where are we going with this?
Whoa, Willie. Whoa.
I'm just saying. I didn't
Tap the brake, Speed Racer. I don't know where you're going with this.
I didn't say anything that wasn't true. Okay. Greg, Kansas City, Miami.
I'm lost.
Well, I'll tell you this. If it wasn't -5 degrees, I would probably pick the Dolphins. But I got to go with the Chiefs.
Gerald?
Yeah, I got to go with the Chiefs. The Dolphins have nobody left on defense to rush the passer.
That's a fact.
I wish Teshia was here. Oh, my gosh. If Teshia was here, she'd be getting lit up right now. All right. Leslie?
God, I have to say the Chiefs, and I don't even want to, but it's going to be -5 actual temperature. Wind chill's going to be way worse than that. There's no chance.
Oh, by the way, Leslie lives near Camp. Where do you live at? Topeka, right?
Yeah. So I'm an hour away.
Mm-hmm. Gigi, and I know I saw your note, so it's all good. It's all good. So, who you
thanks. Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to go Chiefs because you can't really count out Mahomes and Reed.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I agree. And on top of that, I mean, Raheem Mostert is gimpy. Jalen Waddle is gimpy. And I saw some tape today, as a matter of fact, that the Kansas City cornerbacks, they get physical with the receivers from Miami. So that could bode well for them in terms of throwing off their timing. All right. Houston and Cleveland. Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run. Rachel?
You already know I'm going with my Browns, baby.
Brian?
It'll be Houston.
Greg?
What?
Give me Houston.
She said what?
Gerald?
Houston.
Gigi?
Yeah, I got to go Browns for this one, even though I'm a huge CJ Stroud fan. I just don't know how he's going to hold up with his first, playoffs.
Leslie?
Browns.
I'm afraid that the glass slipper is going to shatter. The Joe Flacco 39-year-old arthritic arm and everything else. The itis is gonna kick in. I'm talking itis. When I say itis, I mean Arthur, Ruma, all of them gonna kick in. And the Houston Texans will go on and advance to the AFC divisional round. All right, let's
show right now.
Huh?
I quit this show right now.
You already fired me, so it's all good. We even. You fired me.
She's signing off.
You to come back.
I did not.
Yeah, you did. All right.
No, I didn't.
Let's move over to the NFC real quick. San Francisco chilling with the first round bye. So they'll be waiting for the lower seeded team that remains. But we're gonna start here in the Chicken Fried Nation, also known as the Blast Furnace, also known as Jerry World. The Dallas Cowboys play host to the Green Bay Packers. Gerald.
Dakota Rain Prescott, Sedarian DeLeon Lamb. I mean, the Cowboys. Let's go.
Sedarian, what's that?
That's his real name.
His real name. You know who that is.
I know. It just sounds funny. Okay, Rachel, Green Bay, Dallas.
Green Bay.
Brian.
Green Bay.
Greg.
Go Pack, go.
Wow. Leslie.
Dallas.
I'm just going to go for the Packers. Just to Shut up.
I hate it so real.
Oh, I'm Niners. Of course, I hate the Cowgirls.
Yeah, she is you could tell by her background. I think the Dallas Cowboys
Long
get it
time
done.
rivalry.
I think the Dallas Cowboys get it done. They will welcome in the Detroit Lions, and the Detroit Lions will be looking to hand them a defeat that was stolen from them in week 16. That's what that was. I said it. All right, Detroit and LA. Matthew Stafford's coming home. This is a funny matchup, boy. All right, Brian. Detroit. I know who you going with. You better say it too. Detroit or LA?
It's definitely Detroit.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Rachel. Detroit or LA?
Detroit, baby.
Gerald.
Rams.
Yeah, you scared of Detroit. That's why you picked the Rams.
You
Greg.
beat Detroit already. Beat the Rams too. What are you talking
Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. Detroit's not ready.
Okay. GG.
Detroit.
Leslie.
Detroit.
I'm going with Detroit too. Shout out to my cousins Brandon and Luther, lifelong, long-suffering Lions fans up there in Motown. All right, last one. Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield, the probable comeback player of the year, against Philadelphia in Southwest Florida. GG.
I mean, the Eagles are probably going to win, and I'd be shocked as shit if they don't.
I need to take a drink.
I mean, they'd be really, really poverty team if they didn't win against the Bucks.
Okay, Leslie.
And if they did, we broke them. Okay,
Yeah.
The Niners broke them.
Philadelphia or Tampa Bay, Leslie?
Oh, it's the Bucks. The Bucks are going to win.
Greg?
I'm gonna go. I don't know. I'm torn with this.
Come on, Greg.
I gotta go Tampa Bay. Go Baker Mayfield. Let's go.
Nope.
Greg. I mean, Gerald.
Buccaneers.
Rachel?
I'm going Philly.
Brian?
Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
God, I hope you guys are right.
Mayfield.
I hope you guys are right.
That means they'll go.
Hey,
I hope you're right.
That means if the Bucks win if the Bucks win, they go to San Francisco for the divisional round. That means that the Cowboys. Yeah. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Okay.
Willie,
For me,
Look, hey, can we ask a question?
just
Yeah.
so everybody knows, okay, Baker Mayfield is the only other quarterback other than Tom Brady in Tampa Bay's history to pass for more than 4,000 yards, 25-plus touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions. It's a real stat. It's out
That's
there.
a pretty good stat. That's a pretty good stat.
Hey, the question I need answered is what happened to the Eagles?
I'm going to tell you right now.
We broke them. We
tell you right
broke them.
The Philadelphia
Somebody
Eagles,
did.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
The
are going
Niners.
the Philadelphia Eagles are going to lose this game. This is the reason why. What they were good at last year, they're not good at this year, which is rushing the passer. What they were good at, what they were phenomenal at last year, which is rushing the passer, they can't do that. What they were great at last year was in their secondary, but they allowed a 90-yard touchdown drive by Drew Lock in Seattle in less than 3 minutes to lose that game. And
They
then,
went 1-5 after playing us in their stadium.
We got it, Gina. The 49ers are the reason why. And then also, you have a 21-6 lead against Kyler Murray and a bunch of dudes who you don't know that play wide receiver. And you give up the lead, and you had only thing you need to do was to win that game, and you would have maintained the division lead. I wouldn't be surprised if Baker Mayfield throws for over 350 yards with about 4 touchdowns. Mike Evans is going to go crazy. Man, the Philadelphia, the Eagles, they are in deep, deep, doo-doo. Okay. Social media comments, and then we gonna go. Chai Shing. Is that Rachel from the land? Rachel, is that you?
Yes, that's me.
Now, here's another one. Here's something. How is this dude saying y'all look amazing and he's actually on the show? So did he do that so he could be included in the y'all look amazing? I think that's what he did. And he's screaming at you, Gina.
Oh,
and then
hi.
he's screaming at you, Leslie. And then you got the big homie George from Cleveland who always checks in. Rachel, that's your boy. That's our boy. 3 quarterbacks with the pressure to win are Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, and Jalen Hurts to perform. And then Brian screams Greg. I get no shout out.
I know I would have shouted Joe out, but I jumped on.
Mikey's Moments, a life adventure, says 5th seed Browns, and that of course is the lower seeded team that has the best chance of moving on. Stephen Mack, what up, man? Hello all. Yo, Stephen Mack was on the show last week, man. They were taking shots of tequila and whiskey on this family show. It was pretty cool. Stephen Mack says, "Go Cowboys!"
Boo.
This dude right here, I don't know how he did it. He's a ghostwriter, I guess. Green Bay is beating Dallas, and then you heard his prediction just a few seconds ago. That boy's good. That boy bad. All right. Mikey's Moments again, a life adventure, Steelers Nation. Dude, you might need to get off the weed. Shashing says, stop hating on Mike Tomlin squad. We don't have to. They suck. Texas
in the playoffs, so hang on.
Sapphire. Is that who I think it is?
I think so.
Rachel?
Yeah.
That's her?
Yeah, that's Sapphire.
That doggone Sapphire, man. Welcome to the world of social media in only 2024. All right. Chai Shing, fingerless lot. Yeah, he that dude, man. Sapphire says not gonna happen, Steven. Yep. I guess she's talking about the Cowboys beating the Packers. Mikey says last time I checked, it was a whole team that played, not just individuals. Well, we know that. Tell us some more breaking news, why don't you? Copy that, Brian, on Green Bay beating the Cowboys. Stephen Mack says prove it. If they get out of the first round last year beating Tom Brady, who was that? Philadelphia?
Gotta be talking about the Cowboys.
Yep.
Was that last year?
Yeah.
Yep.
Seems like long ago. Whoa, wow, Willie. Yeah, I know. I tend to do that to people. Ryan Day. She hates Ryan. Oh, wait a minute. Does she hates Ryan Day, right, Leslie? I mean, Rachel?
Not as much as I do.
Oh, okay. Crappy play caller. Yep. Kevin Stefanski. George says Green Bay can pull off the W in Big D with one thing: running the ball. George, just like me and Mike Greenberg, we are both geniuses that will not be fully appreciated until long after our time is gone. Jimmy Guthrie says, Madman,
I have to bounce.
Right now. Okay, thank you, Gigi. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I have to can I shout out my show?
Yeah, go ahead.
Coming up next after Willie's, Gina V on Sports Laugh and Chill. We've got fans from a bunch of teams, rival teams. Check us out Mondays and Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Sports Laugh and Chill, YouTube. Check us out. It's hilarious too. And Willie's been on the show before, so check us out.
Yo,
thanks, guys. Nice meeting you all.
All right, take care, Gigi. Acknowledge later.
Bye, everyone. Okay.
All right, Jimmy. So Jimmy says Madman biting his tongue right now. I'm assuming that's because of
everything. Jimmy knows me. Everything.
All right, Sapphire Dirty Martini, Leslie.
Indeed.
I think the question would be is how many?
That's right.
Nobody. You don't need to ask that question, Willie. That's personal.
Man, whatever. CJ Stroud needs to show and Texans play defense on Cleveland to win. Yeah. That defense is stout. Next question, please. I think she was talking about the Browns there. Jasheen says, "Oh boy," and they had a "you have offended my family and you offended the temple" moment is all. Sapphire says, "The Bills. Have you ever known a dolphin to swim in sub-0 degree temperature?" Yeah, that part. Absolute. The Browns. No defense happened to the Eagles. Big ups to all y'all. Or maybe she's talking about she's gonna go and get a job at UPS. What are Leslie and Gigi's cocktails? Gigi didn't have anything, I don't think.
$30 martini for me. Straight up.
Stephen Mack, Dallas's offense will force the Packers to get away from the run game. Dallas can't run the ball. Time for shots. All right, so those are all of the comments. Guys, I really appreciate you guys coming on, taking the time out to do this. I hope y'all have fun. Y'all can go ahead and shout yourselves out where you can be seen, heard, listened to, watched, kicked it with, all that. Greg, go first.
Man, you can catch me on Twitter at the Monroe Madman. I'm on all the social media channels at the Monroe Madman. I've got a podcast coming out probably next week with some more 80s rock music. So if you're into that kind of stuff, give me a shout, give me a listen. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. I'm even considering doing away with just the rock and just doing an 80s period. Because since Willie, that's our wheelhouse right there. If you remember back in the day, some old stuff just to relive the music, and enjoy life. So you can catch me right there. Follow me on all that stuff, and we'll communicate.
That's gonna be dope. I look forward to being a part of that. All right, Brian.
Greg, I need to check that out, man. 80s music, that's my thing right there.
Come on.
Check that out. Anyway, you can catch me right here at 6:00 Central Time on a Show Nuff Divided with my girl Leslie there and Teshia, who is not here today. And then you can catch me on Twitter at Sooner25411.
Leslie?
I'm on the Show Nuff Divided with Bryan and Teshia and Willie, and then also do the Pesky Party Hour, usually on Wednesdays, but this week it's on Thursday, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. And then I'm at Cape Cod _girly on Twitter.
Cape Cod Girly. And they bring the heat on the Pesky podcast, talking about those Red Sox. I got to do an updated baseball show tomorrow. So that's going to be hot. All right. Rachel.
You can get at me at 1ST Lady of Sports, and that is on Twitter. That's on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all those good social media applications. And then you can get at me on Facebook at Rachel L. Hill on Facebook. And I host Her in the Huddle on WOVU 95.9 FM. You can also listen online at WOVU.org. That's Mondays and Tuesdays from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. I did hire Willie will be on my show in the future. So appreciate you all. It was nice meeting everybody, and go Brownies.
All right. Well, that's another wrap of a Show Nuff Divided Super Show. Thanks to everybody that's out there in the comments. Thanks for everybody out there that has watched. This will be going to the podcast platforms here shortly. It's your boy Willie Epteen Jr., the ruling authority of all things ShakeBack Media Group. I will be nothing without my crew, and that includes all you guys on here. So Leslie, for Brian, for Greg, for Gerald, for Gigi, who had to bounce, and of course the big homie Gerald. Y'all stay safe. Y'all take care of each other. Y'all love each other, and we'll holler at y'all again real soon. Peace. We out.